Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our today's session, second chapter of history. In that, um, histography in the medieval period that has started in our last session. Now, we will start the further part of that point. Now, see here, we have seen the Mughal court, their writing. It is showing that Mughal they were historians, they use the method of praising their emperors and showing their loyalty. These things are very important in the Mughal writing. Now, in addition to that, again they were using various quotations, beautiful pictures to to praise their emperors. So that method Mughal writing has following. Now see, Babur, the founder of Mughal Empire, wrote an autobiography entitled Tuzuk-e-Babari. It contains the description of the battles fought by him. Babur also recorded his minute observation of various regions and cities traveled by him, including the local economy, custom, and flora. Babur, he is the founder of the Mughal Empire, and he wrote his autobiography. In that autobiography, so name of his autobiography is Tuzuk-e-Babari, and in that autobiography, Babari has mentioned about the various battles fought by him, various places where he has traveled, regions and the cities. That places minute observation regarding the local life of that region, again local life of that local life of the people, economy, tradition, custom, flora and fauna. These all the things he has narrated in his autobiography. Abul Fazl's Akbarnama is very important from the viewpoint of critical histography. Abul Fazl, he has written Akbarnama, and that is very important because he has used the method to write the histography, that is the critical histography he has used. The method of collecting authentic historical documents and their scrutiny is looked upon as devoid of bias and hence realistic. So Abul Fazl, he has used the method, means collecting the authentic historical documents, whatever documents he has used to write the Akbarnama, so that all the documents based on the reality, means he has critically examined that documents. He go through the authenticity of the truth of that document, and then only he has written the Akbarnama. So in this way, Akbarnama is very realistic. Bakhr is an important type of historical document of medieval times. It contains eulogies of the heroes and stories of historical events, battles, lives of great men. Now, student, we will learn the concept of Bakhr. What is the Bakhr? So, Bakhr, it is type of inscriptions. We have studied the stone inscriptions, pillars, which is built during the King Ashoka's period. So on that inscription, it has written about the great deeds of the king. So same to the Bakhr also. There is similarity between the Bakhr and the inscriptions. So on that Bakhr also, various things about the king, their events, etc. has written. So now Bakhr, it is showing the eulogies of the heroes. Heroes means king, emperor, stories of historical event, so battles. So these all the thing, it is written, narrated on that Bakhr. Marathi Bakhr are of various types. Sabasad Bakhr was written by Krishnaji Anand Sabhasad during the region of Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj. It is an important bakar for getting information about the rule of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So see children, Marathi bakars are of various types. Means some bakars it has written autobiography, biography, great work of the king. So in this way, various types of bakars we can find. Sabhasad Bakar. It is written by Krishnaji Ananta Sabhasad during the time of Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj, and in that Bakar we will get the information about the rule of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, life of that time, local traditions, political life, economical life. These all things we can find in that Bakar. भाऊसाहेबांची बखर describe the battle of Panipat. Another bakar entitled Panipatchi Bakar is also about the same event. So, भाऊसाहेबांची बखर. On that bakar we can get the information about the battle of Panipat. So, on the same topic, another bakar, Panipatchi Bakar, it is also narrated. Holkaranchi Kaifiyat provides information about Holkar and their contribution to the Maratha rule. So another Bakar is Holkaranchi Kaifiyat. In that information about the Holkar family, the Holkar rule and their contribution to the Maratha rule. So these things has described. Bakar can be divided into various types such as biographies of the king, dynastic history, description of event, history of a sect, autobiography, regarding grievances based on mythology, and state administration by a king. So these all the themes we can find the various bakars. Now we will move to the another topic, that is historiography in the modern period. In the 20th century, the Indian archaeological exploration and research started under the British rule. So 20th century archaeological exhibition started and research about our Indian culture, Indian history, it has also started during the British rule. Number of ancient sites were excavated under the supervision of Sir Alexander Cunningham, the first Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India. So, under the supervision of Sir Alexander Cunningham, the archaeological excavation, that work has started, and in that Archaeological Survey of India, so he was the first Director General of that survey. He chose many sites mentioned in the Buddhist text for this purpose. So Sir Alexander Cunningham, he has selected the sites which is mentioned in our Buddhist text. Harappan civilization was discovered during the tenure of Sir John Marshall. Because of this, discovery of antiquity of Indian history could be traced of the 3rd millennium BCE or even earlier. So after that, the Harappan civilizations means in the archaeological excavation we found the Harappan civilization. So that discovery, it is a very big success achievement for our Indian history, because it is showing that our history is traced to 3rd millennium before the common era or even earlier that. So this is the very big achievement in our Indian history. Many British officials in India wrote about Indian history. Their writing displays strong influence of colonial policies of the British. So many British officers which came to India, so that officers has written about our Indian history, and on their writing, we can find the influence of colonial policies of the British. Three volumes of History of British India, written by James Mill, were published in 1817. This was the first book on Indian history written by a British historian. So, here, the history of British India. This book, it is written in three volumes by James Mill, and this book, it is the first book which is showing the Indian history, which is written by the Britishers. It clearly reflects an absence of objective perspective and prejudice about various aspects of Indian culture. So in that book, we can easily find means this book is totally prejudiced with that objective it has written, and the Indian culture, sorry, the history of India, written by Mount Stuart Elphinstone, governor of Bombay, now in Mumbai, was published in 1841. So in the year 1841, the history of India, that book is written by Mount Stuart Elphinstone. So he was the governor of Mumbai. The period of Maratha Empire is very important in Indian history. Grand Duff's name stand out among the British officers who wrote about Maratha history. So Maratha history, it is a very important part of our Indian history. Grand Duff, he is the first person who wrote about the Maratha history. So he wrote a book entitled The History of Marathas. This book is published in three volumes. Grand Duff, he has written a book named A History of Marathas, and that book is published in the three volumes. Grand Duff's writing also shows the British inclination of condemning Indian culture and history. So Grand Duff also used the same way. He is also showing the Indian history through the dark light. Means they were showing in the negative sense of Indian history, in the negative sense. Similarly, tendency is witnessed in colonial. Todd is writing about Rajasthan history. Same thing in the Rajasthan history also we can found. Means they were showing our Indian history in the bad aspect. The two volumes written by William Wilson Hunter on the history shows a somewhat impartial treatment of the subject. So William Wilson Hunter, he has written the Indian history that is showing somehow he has given the justice to he has tried to write the true Indian history in his book. Neelkanta Janardhan Kirtane and Vishwanath Kashinath Rajwade, these two Indian historians wrote upon who took upon the task of exposing the limitations of the Grand Duff's writing. So Grand Duff, whatever criticize he has done on our Indian history, so that these two Indian historians, Neelkanta Janardhan Kirtane and Vishwanath Rajwade, so these two writers, they were exposing the limitations of Grand Duff's writing. So I hope children you understood this point. And Indian historiography, various ideological frameworks, that we will study in our next session. Thank you very much.